The war on drugs didn't just fail, it bankrupted budgets, buried lives, and bled liberty dry. And we're still paying for it every single day. Let's start with the money. Since the 1970s, the US has spent over $1 trillion fighting the war on drugs. Overall, that money didn't go to addiction treatment, it didn't fund mental health, it didn't build stronger communities. It went to incarcerating nonviolent users, militarizing local police departments, DEA operations and border enforcement, prisons, prosecutors, and raids. Today, we still spend over $35 billion per year just on enforcement. And for what? Drug use hasn't declined, overdose rates have skyrocketed, fentanyl is more available than ever. Imagine if that money had gone to treatment and recovery services, mental health care, job training, and community support programs. Instead, we got armored SWAT raids on people with weed plants. But the deeper cost isn't financial, it's human. Since the launch of this war, over 30 million people have been arrested for drug-related offenses. Nearly 400,000 people are currently incarcerated for drug charges. And the US leads the world in incarceration rate, outpacing authoritarian regimes. And these aren't just numbers. They're fathers, mothers, siblings, veterans, teenagers. Real people locked in real cages, often for nothing more than possession. And incarceration is just the beginning. A drug conviction can mean losing your right to vote, being barred from public housing, being denied student loans, losing custody of your children, a permanent criminal record that follows you for life. One arrest can destroy decades of opportunity. The war on drugs didn't just expand prisons, it shrank your rights in the name of fighting drugs. The government has conducted no-knock raids that kill innocent people in their beds, seized property through civil asset forfeiture, even without charges, increased warrantless surveillance of private citizens, justified racial profiling and targeted policing, and undermined the Fourth Amendment protections against unreasonable search and seizure. These tools aren't limited to drug cases. Once they're normalized, they're used everywhere. The war on drugs became the excuse for a permanent surveillance and punishment state. And once that power exists, it doesn't go away. Over-policing doesn't just harm those arrested, it rips apart entire communities. Children grow up with parents behind bars. Wives lose husbands. Sons lose fathers. Mothers miss decades of their children's lives. We've now had over 5 decades of this war, and the results speak for themselves. Drug use remains high. Overdoses are deadlier than ever. Prisons are overflowing. Trust in law enforcement has collapsed. Our rights have eroded, and our communities are fractured. All because the state decided that what you put in your body should be a crime. This is the real cost of the war on drugs. Lives destroyed, rights erased, and futures stolen, not by the drugs, but by the policies meant to stop them. And now that we know the cost, it's time to ask, what did we even learn from alcohol prohibition? Let's find out.